Yo, what's up, boys? This is your boy India, aka India Skills, and we back with another trade recap. And boys, guess what we did? We took a W. We took a W. Finally, like, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. If I had to do a speech, shout out to all my niggas I traded with today. You feel me? Like, but I wouldn't have taken a W with. I wouldn't have taken a W without y'all. You feel me? I really appreciate the niggas I trade with. Shout out my mentor, F Executioner. Shout out Javista Trades. Shout out Misty. All y'all niggas. I wouldn't be here without y'all. So, yeah, let me break down the W trade that I took today. You know what I'm saying? We took this trade on the S&P 500. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Back to back S&P 500 days. S&P might be the wave. You know what I'm saying? I might just switch. So look at this beauty. You feel me? Clean. Clean one-to-one trade. My TP was all the way down here. It could have landed, but look how close. Like, look how close it was, bro. Look how close it was. So close to hitting TP. Then it started reversing on me. That's quite tough. But, we still got profits. I did take partials at this green little thingy here. Let me make it red so y'all can see it properly. This little red horizontal line over here, I did take partials there. So yeah, in total, like, the trade was a great trade. But let me break it down for y'all and tell y'all what we saw today. So let me hop on NAS because it's not like I only looked at the S&P 500. But on the 4 hour on NAS, right? So cool. At first, we swept Asia lows. Right here is Asia lows. We marked out these lows and all these lows down here. Then cool, under 1 hour. Well, I took the trade on the S&P 500. Let me show y'all the S&P 500 then. So on the 4 hour, you feel me? What do we do on the 4 hour, bro? The hilly? Yeah, okay, cool. So on the 4 hour, there's these lows here. That was S&T. These are Asia lows down here, but I'm gonna show y'all right now. Don't worry. That there's also these lows that are marked out in S&P 500. On the 1 hour, let me turn the indicator right now. Let me turn it on so when I go down. So on the 1 hour, we got these lows here, S&T. Then 15 minute, we got all these highs that are marked out, all of these highs. Even New York AM. I think this was, when was this? Yeah, this was yesterday's New York AM. That was also marked out, even the highs up here. So we marked out everything, London highs and all of that. So cool, on the 5 minute, there was nothing much except for just these highs. Let me turn on this indicator. That'll break down the trade from here. So cool, calm, and collected, right? Oh my god, why is it lagging? Oh my god, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Alright, so cool, calm, and collected, right? So coming into the market, we're already like having this buy momentum. So we already buying and continue buying off, and we basically reacted off the Nas swept the Asia lows, and S&T didn't. S&P 500 did, creating the S&T, just clearing all of these highs and everything, and going higher and higher, creating higher highs and higher lows and all of that. So on the day, I was looking on trading on Nasdaq, but Nas wasn't fulfilling all these highs. Why is my laptop lagging? Oh my gosh. Can it lock in? It's not locking in. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. So cool. We were seeing all of these highs. Then it came to a point where we said this high. This was New York AM, like yesterday's New York AM highs. Or not its highs, but it's like halfway point highs, you know what I'm saying? So we swept it and we were kind of like chopping off and kind of falling off. But this is a 5 minute FEG, so we don't want to take a trade too early off of this inverse because like it could have just tapped into this FEG and continue going higher, going up to these highs over here. So we were low-key very patient and waited for this trade to really play out and to really show us what it wants. We really waited for the markets. Shout out my niggas. Hey, let me get rid of the sauce, nigga. Y'all don't need that sauce. So it broke structure, creating this FEG, but we're inside this 5 minute fair value gap, so that was low-key a big problem. inside this 5 minute fair gap. Then we started low-key. There's this FEG that was here. Let me remove this. FEG that was here, that was being like tapped so many times, like we couldn't tell if we wanted to sell. We could have gotten like a way better entry, like up here, like, you know, still aiming. I mean, I could have gotten a way better entry, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have waited. Why did I enter all the way up here? Why did I enter all the way down here? I forgot why. I don't know why. I mean, I could have gotten a way better entry, like somewhere up here, and like aim all the way down for these lows, like getting like a clean, like 1 to 2. You know what I'm saying? I could have gotten a way better risk to reward ratio. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't, and it's cool. You know, the trade still landed. Did it? Like it still landed. So cool. Yeah, we still got the entry, clean little entry. Then it dropped off. This inverse for very good look, made me nervous because I was like, damn, what if it reverses? But it didn't. And we were about to hit TP all the way down here, but we didn't. But we did take our partials though. At this red little horizontal line, we did take our partials. And you know, that's all that matters. We got our little 1-to-1 trade. It's still like a great trade. It's not like a bad trade. And we still got TP. That's all that matters, you feel me? And, you know, the rest of the day just continued as it is, you know what I'm saying? But this trade was such a great trade. Shout out to the Discord, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the members. Y'all know who y'all are for the great trade. But, you know what I'm saying? Debbie day in the office. Tomorrow I won't be trading. Tomorrow the CPI. Let me show y'all the news. Like, hold up. Let me show y'all the news. CPI, all of this, and then this PMI. Like after a whole month of not having like red candles, this is the first time we have red candles, and you think I'm gonna trade on that day? We have red candles. Like the market is gonna move crazy. So I'd rather wait till like next week Monday. What's happening next week Monday? Nothing much next week Monday. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, we're ready to trade those type of days where we can guarantee like a W instead of taking that clean out. You feel me? But shout out y'all for checking out the video. I love the support recently. Getting crazy numbers. You feel me? It's not crazy numbers, but we're gonna run it up. You feel me? So cool. What am I gonna do tomorrow? Might just drop a psychology vid tomorrow or on Saturday, for sure on Saturday. I love y'all heavy. Stay safe. Make sure you drink your water. Don't forget to check me out at India Scales on IG. Don't forget to check out my TikTok at Crying in Paris. That's Crying in Paris because I want to cry in Paris. I love y'all. Stay safe. God bless y'all. Rah!